Hey guys, welcome back to UniXTCG, and today we are going to go over a lot of the green cards. We're going to cycle back to yellow, but and we're also going to get the rest of white soon. But I've been very excited to talk about green. Green is just the new color, so obviously it's just going to be the new focal point of lots of deck builders trying to see exactly what the new color is about, and so I'm very happy. But there's also another announcement that I'd love to get out there. So this weekend we have a Pro Tour qualifier going on, a Grand Open, and it is happening in Ohio at the Origins Game Fair. Well, now that I have all the confirmation I need and the details that I need, I am happy to say that I will be commentating the Grand Open in Ohio this very weekend. I believe it's the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check this real quick. It might be the 24th. Yeah, so it's the 24th going into, I believe, the 25th, but I will be commentating the Grand Open, and I am so excited to be there and to be a part of this game in that capacity. So I'm going to put the links on all my socials as soon as I have them. It's going to be hosted, I believe, by Stage Zero. So I would love for you guys to show up, show the support. I know you guys are going to want to be seeing this gameplay in general, but if you guys can show up and just let the chat know you're there to see the game and me commentate it, I would very much so appreciate that. So I'm having a great time. That being said, with that announcement out of the way, we're going to get into the green spoilers, the reveals that have been coming out. And I do want to let you guys know that if you want to support the channel in a meaningful way, just like the video, comment so it gets trending, and I can see your opinions on these cards. Let me know how you guys feel. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Join the UniX fam. But past that, if you want to get singles, I have an affiliate link for TCG Player. You just got to click the link in the description and then buy your cards. It'll get a little kickback to the channel while getting the cards that you were going to get anyway. Or if you want sealed product, you can go to the other link, Mystic TCG, where you can get 5% off your total order by using the code UniXTCG at checkout. This is a great place to get your boxes or any other sealed product for this game or any other game that you might be playing. So let's hop into the green spoilers and let's get into it. So we got a lot to talk about here. First and foremost, we got Eternal Phoenix Tokiwa. And I just want to start off by saying this is like really cool. I love how the arts connect because you can actually see it facing Purple's Void Lord. So I think this is actually just really cool. But it's a 7 cost with 4 just reduction, and it says that on level 1, 2, and 3 it'll gain 10k BP if your opponent controls a Void Lord Spirit. This pretty much means that if your opponent controls a Void Lord Spirit, there is no red card that's really getting rid of it. Like, it's just too fat for all these things. Can still be touched by other things, but yeah. On level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, your opponent selects one of your refreshed spirits and exhaust it. Now, I am a little bit worried about that one. It's a boss card, so you're gonna want boss payoff, and that's not boss payoff. Having your opponent be able to choose which card that they get to rest is just not Gucci. But it is what it is. It's going to cost, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to get it to level 3 if you're just going to do it on summon. So yeah, it's kind of rough. And then you have got, when this spirit attacks on level 3, you remove all but 3 cores from this spirit to place them onto your reserve and place them into your reserve and refresh it. So yes, this is a battle step thing, but this is actually really cool. It's actually just going to allow you to swing twice with this guy. Green, you're going to see very soon, is very much so a have ice shield or die type color, because they're going to swarm you, and a lot of their things are going to be able to attack multiple times. They're going to be putting your blockers to the side, so it gets rough. But yeah, the Godslayer Reborn was a fitting title after taking center stage during the second Void Lord upheaval. So Godslayer Reborn, there we go. Eternal Phoenix Tokiwa. Next card, we got Onyx Bird Yataglas. 4 with 2 reduction. I just love 4 with 2 reduction. Also 4 costs, you guys should know. Beldegor Magnificence. So level 1, 2, and 3, when this spirit attacks, you may select one of your Carapace or Insectoid spirits, destroy it, and place a core from the void onto your spirit. I like the flavor for that because a bird eats insects. So you kill an insect and you get energy. Then on level 3, when this spirit attacks, when this core is placed onto it, or when a core is placed onto the spirit, your opponent selects 2 of their refreshed spirits, exhaust them. Now, this is a very strong effect. So swing, you destroy something, and it says Carapace or Insectoid spirits. I think you can use the tokens for this. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna definitely get some confirmation, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So use a token, get a core, and then on top of that, you're going to be able to rest 2 things. And this is tight. So you can potentially just pretty much put out an entire field with this kind of effect. Next we got Shrike. Shrike is another prey bird, 5 cost, 3 reduction, so still very, very good when you have the proper field and able to put that out. But it's got Swift, and we do like Swift, but it's an excellent keyword. But after the Swift, what we got here is level 1 and 2, when summoned, select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits, reduces BP by 2,000 during this turn. A little too low to be a kill spell unless something has just come down and swung, maybe like a low to the ground. I can easily see this being in sideboards at the very minimum. Flash may just, or Swift, Flash Swift may just make it a main board target, but I can easily see this being put in against like low to the ground rusher decks. This guy will come in and just be like, no, I'm gonna make a blocker, I'm gonna remove the thing that just swung, and that's very nice. Next we got a vanilla Fluffmingo. I mean, his name is Fluffmingo. I didn't really got much to say about that. So we're gonna move over to, actually I wanna read this. Ira, Acedia, and Avaritia, 3 Void Lords, all defeated by the Phoenix. One would expect no less from the Godslayer. That's pretty intense. Next we got Onmyoji, Kingfisher, Flash, and Swift. So that's pretty much the only thing, but it's prey board. It's a 4/4. Or 4 with 2 reduction, so it's gonna be paid for 3 at the minimum. Definitely like this. After defeating Acedia, the Phoenix and the others learn through distant visions that the Void Lord in the realm of Frost had met a similar fate. All that remained was the realm of gloom. I'm actually thinking, let me know in the comments what you think, but I think I could pick up all the cards from a color and just read all their flavor text. I may just do that as a side video when I'm bored, just so you guys can have the story of Battle Spirits, because they are weaving together a very cool story. Next we got Fire Ant-Man. It's just a vanilla, but it's a 1 cost. It is a 1 cost. Now the worst part is it doesn't have any reduction, so you can't just play it for free. And I sort of get that because green has Swarm already. They don't need more Swarm. But this is a rock. The Rumble Force saw its share of Star Havoc runs. Yeah, this is just unfortunate that it doesn't have reduction, but I'm not too pressed. Next, we got Queen Ant Train. Man, that name. We're woo! So level 1 and 2 when summoned, summon one of your Ant-Man tokens. Token Spirit, green, 0 cost, Carapace token. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Level 1, so I'm pretty sure the bird can eat these tokens. Level 1, BP 1K, green. Token cards come up from outside the game. Place corals on them from either your field or reserve. Level 2, during your attack step, when one of your spirits is destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits and exhausted. So this is actually pretty cool. Now let's actually look at this. When you combine it with the Onyx Bird Yada Gloss that we talked about earlier, we actually are in a very, very cool position because this destroys and you get a core. When you destroy one of your tokens, you're going to get the core, you're going to tap 2 things. But this guy, during the attack step, one of your spirits is destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits and exhaust it. So if you have Queen Ant Train and Yata on the board, you're going to literally swing, eat a token, and then tap 3 things on your opponent's board while gaining a core. That is insane. I actually really like her ability, and she feels like a boss card that comes amongst these. Next, we got Ant-Man General. This has got really good reduction. Now let's, like the other one was a 9 cost with 5 reduction, so you hate to see it, you love to see it still cost 5. But this one is an Ant-Man General. It's got 3 costs with 2 reduction, so it's essentially gonna be a 2-drop. Love to see that. When summoned, you're gonna make 1 Ant-Man token. And that's pretty much it. Even at level 2, it can be Burning Force, but like I said, when you're swarming, you don't need a bunch of these things to get over Burning Force. Moving on, we got Emerald Man. Get it? Emerald Ant Man. I love it. I'm sorry, these puns. When destroyed by an opponent, place a core from the void to your reserve. So basically, it's a cheap 2-cost blocker. You block with it, or they remove it. Either way, you're getting a core. So just more ramp. I like it. Then we've got Worker Ant-Man. Another 3 costs with 2 reduction. Love its cost. Level 2, which is above Burning Force target. When this spirit attacks, place a core from your void to the reserve into your reserve if the spirit has a soul core on it. Excellent use of a soul core, ramp, and it's going to be a 100% target to get off the board because you do not want this guy going rampant. But having soul core on it allows you to pretty much limit how much it can ramp. Solid card. I think it's been made very well. Next, we're going to get to one of the biggest cards in this reveal. You got Armor Tree Deity Hirak Dynus. and that is huge. It's 7 costs. It's got 3 reduction, and for level 1 and level 2 during either attack step, when an Insectoid or Carapace Spirit card in your hand gains, all of them gain Swift and Flash. So this is disgusting. Well, I guess Swift is Flash keyword, but this is disgusting. It turns every single Insectoid or Carapace in your hand. That's almost everything we've been through. You can, in your Flash step, Swift out Queen and Train. Like, this is just so disgusting. You could play another one of these with, like, this is good. It's just good. This card is nutty. If we did not think that this green archetype was getting gas, this card has single-handedly proven it wrong. This is disgusting, disgusting. A level 3, when this spirit attacks, place 1 core in your void into your reserve. Yeah, and that's not once per turn. That doesn't require the soul core. If you have 3 of these on here and you swing with 3 of these at level 4, you are placing 3 cores from your void into reserve. This is ramp on ramp, and it enables the entire deck. Truly a boss card and a master cog. Top of the list in terms of removal. That's why it's only 9k, because they don't want to getting up too high. This is just, it's amazing. Now, I just can't get enough of this card. This card is disgusting. And if we're getting X rares, they're going to be alt arts for Gundams. I wonder what Gundam they're going to put on this one. This has to be one of them. Now we're going to move over to Mustrantula. Mustrantula says it's a 3 cost with a 1 reduction, so it's going to be 3 costs regardless. But yeah, 1 or level 1 or 2 when summoned. If you spend a soul core as part of the spirit summoning cost, your opponent selects a card from their hand, discards it. I like this because at a 3 cost, you can play this on turn 1, use your soul core, and force your opponent to discard a card. This is an excellent opener, building reduction, forcing an option out of your hand when your opponent doesn't have any options to choose from. This is wonderful. Excellent card. Next, we've got Emerald Pincer. I actually wouldn't be surprised if you see this card splash in multiple decks. It's just an excellent. This is one of the better turn 1 plays of the game, in my opinion. Then you've got Emerald Pincer. It's a 4 cost 2 reduction. Wonderful. When summoned, select one of your opponent's spirits and exhaust it. Now you get to select one of them. So this is a good pinch hitter. When you have something extremely problematic, you can just do this. Now granted, white always has suppression, so you're never quite safe, but this is a great way to get a blocker out of the way that might be problematic if it gets to hit that block step. And then last but not least, we got Heaven's Cloak Butterfly, and that just says when summoned, select one of your spirits, place a core from the void onto it. Excellent. This is going to cost 3. Great ramp. I am starting to love green, and this can also be flashed out with Swift when your opponent actually has, well, when you have that boss card we just talked about. So in the comments, let me know what you guys are thinking about these green spoilers. It is revving up, and I am loving every minute of it. Very, very excited. And then, like I said, I will be commentating in just 4 days time over in Ohio for this pro tour, so I hope you guys tune in. I'll be putting more stuff up on my channel and in the Facebook groups and the Discords. I hope you guys like the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay around for the Mystic TCG ad just so you can know where to get your sealed product, still set to if you haven't ordered it yet, for 5% off using my code UNIXTCG. Thanks, love you guys, later. So let's talk about Mystic TCG, your one-stop shop for all your TCG needs. On the site, you can buy or pre-order plenty of sealed product for plenty of games. Just make sure though, if you're pre-ordering, to give it 3 to 4 months in advance to start looking, because sometimes the product is indeed hot, supply and demand, you know. And then if you want to buy singles, go on tcgplayer.com. There's going to be a link in the description where you can buy for the best value. And if you want to sell cards or collections, you can message them on their Facebook site so you can get the best bang for your buck on any type of way you want to buy or sell cards. And then while you're at it, you can use the code UNIXTCG at checkout to get even more of a discount. So hey, what are you waiting for? Check out Mystic TCG today.